Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your week of April 19th, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card here with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Then we'll do a 3-card spread, past, present, future, a couple clarifiers, and an outcome card for you. Hopefully everything's going good, Sagittarius, but remember that these are general readings, so don't try to make anything fit that doesn't fit. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't make no square pegs fit in no round holes, and you'll be good to go. But Sagittarius, I think I've shuffled this deck enough, so we'll get you a general vibe card here. So your general vibe card, Sagittarius, is the by the book card. It's all about doing things by the book, right? That seems really boring, I know, but sometimes it's good to just do things by the book for a while, or just do a life that is by the book, right? You see these elephants, they all got each other by the tail, and that's to let them know that, like, if there's ever a break in the chain, something's happened. Right? It's a really steady warning system. And it's worked for, ever since elephants have been alive and started doing that, right? And it works for them. It lets them know when predators show up and they can defend themselves, right? So, sometimes just doing things the way everybody else does things and doing things by the book is the way to be. So we'll see what we got here for your spread. Maybe it's a week of a little bit of self-restraint, maybe not blowing the budget, or talking to somebody you shouldn't be talking to, or going places you shouldn't be going to. Maybe just staying pat, right? So we'll see what we got for you. But in your past, Sagittarius, we've got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a card of Prince or Princess Charming coming in for you. So maybe you have like a water sign type person coming in. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in for you. So maybe it's someone like that, or it could just be anybody in general. It's just a Prince or Princess Charming. And so they are a slow moving knight, second slowest moving knight in the deck. But it could be someone that's just going to sweep you off your feet, and you're like, oh wow, look at this, right? This is everything I could have asked for, right? But it can also be a card of opportunity. You see, he's got the cup there in front of him, and that's got all of his dreams, his desires, his wants in the world in that cup, right? And he's trying to seize them. He's trying to get to a place where he can really realize them and come to terms with them and have them all take place and achieve them. But he's got to get across this river first. And you see that horse is a little hesitant to go, and that's to mean that you, as the Knight of Cups, have to make the horse go. And nobody else is going to do it. You're going to have to do it. If you want to seize your dreams, you want to seize that opportunity, you got to go ahead and you got to take the reins and you got to go for it. Nobody else is going to realize your dreams for you, right? So that's in your past. In your present, we got the Seven of Swords. It's a bit of a sneaky, cheating, liar, stealer type of energy. You see this guy's trying to run off with all these swords. So it could be that. It could be that kind of a person. Like I was saying, maybe you shouldn't be talking to an ex, maybe that kind of maybe cheated on you in the past, or really had kind of a flirty or flaky kind of like come in, take what they want, leave kind of energy. Stay away from that person. It can also be a card of protection, just because you see there's all these like swords he's trying to take, but there's this army here on the side, if you can see that he's trying to take the swords from, so that they can't use the swords on him. It can also be a card of like trying to protect yourself, but like but as much as you try to protect yourself, you can't protect yourself from everything. You see, he's got those 5 swords that he's taken, but he can't take those other 2 swords, meaning those 2 swords are still going to get used against him, right? So as much as we try to present ourselves from getting hurt in life, right, or trying to find those moments where we're absolutely ready for something, you're never absolutely ready. Life's always going to throw a curveball at you. So there's that in your present. So maybe watch out for, like I said, toxic, cheaty, steely. If you had an ex that cheated on you, stay clear of them, right? Or something like that. Or somebody who exhibits those kind of traits that maybe just try to stay away from those people as much as possible. And, try to do the best you can there. In your future, we got the Tower. Tower is a big change, right? And I like to say about the Tower is that there's 2 people in the Tower. One's been pushed out and one's jumped out. You don't want to be the guy that got pushed out, because that means that the change happened, you fought it to the bitter end, and it was going to happen regardless. So you got pushed out, and you're probably going to land on your head, and that's going to suck. But if you jump out of the tower because you saw the warning signs, you saw the smoke, and when there's smoke, there's fire. Like, you knew there's a change coming, and you jumped out, You can do a stunt roll on the way down, right? You can like land, roll out of it, and just keep on trucking. And be like, okay, that change happened. That's in the rear view. We're going forward. Whereas the other guy's probably land on his head, is knocked out, and is going to be, if he ain't dead, he's out of commission for a while. So that's in your future. Just try to roll with the change, right? Don't try to sit there and fight at the beginning. You ever see someone who does that? It's like they know something is going to change, and they're just sitting there trying to do everything they can to stop it, regardless of what it's going to happen. I still work with some people that are like that are like, we'll have a change at work, and they're like, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. And then like a couple weeks later, we're doing it, right? It's like, whatever, man. If you just accepted it and just got it out of the way, we'd be all right. And you wouldn't be sitting here in a shitty mood. But anyway, Sagittarius, we're going to get you some clarifiers and an outcome card here in just a second. But before we do, if you leave a like, I really appreciate that a lot, Sagittarius. If you could subscribe, if you want to, so you can get videos like this. So you can find my videos much easier to check them out. Hit that bell icon if you really want to, and then that'll notify you when I upload new videos, so you can come right over and check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos and get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. But I think we've shuffled this deck enough, and we'll get you some clarifiers and an outcome card. So between the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Swords, we've got the King of Cups. And so the King of Cups is all about, realizing that there's these raging emotions all around him, and he is serene and calm in all this. And the King of Cups knows that if he rules his emotions, he doesn't let his emotions rule him. So that's like I was saying, maybe if you're dealing with an ex here, like an ex is trying to get back into your life, and they're trying to sweet talk you and get all in there, and they're a cheater, they're a liar, they got a bad rep. Don't let your emotions control you. You control your emotions. Don't get swept up in the nostalgia of like, oh, they've changed and they're all better and whatever. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. You cheated on me. I'm kicking you out by the book, right? Someone cheats on you. That means they didn't appreciate you and they don't want you. Get them out of there, right? That's what everybody does. That's what everybody should do. Not everybody does. Too many people go back to their exes, unfortunately. But that's what the King of Cups is saying here, is like, don't let them sweet talk you back into a relationship. Say, no, I'm standing firm. You cheated on me. I'm not letting you take from me anymore. I'm standing firm. Between the Seven of Swords and the Tower, we got the Three of Wands, and this is a card of not waiting, it's a card of like waiting for the perfect moment that never comes, right? There's no time like the present, as they say. It's a lot of time is like, if you want to change your life, when is the best day to change your life? Yesterday was the best day to change your life. When's the second best day to change your life? Today is the best day to change your life. So that's what this card is saying. It's like, don't wait for this perfect moment, because it's not going to come. Because perfect's this stupid, subjective, abstract concept that people came up with to make themselves feel better about themselves. It's like, oh, I made the perfect cake the other day. No, you didn't, Susan. You made a cake that you really liked. It's not the perfect cake because it was a little too moist for me. Thank you very much. It's that kind of a thing. It's just a little bit of a subjective word. Anyway, sorry, Susan, but this is what that's saying. It's like, there's no such thing as a perfect moment. So like, if you feel like, you want this person, or it's kind of, I guess, saying is like, there's no such time as a perfect moment when it comes to change, right? This change is coming regardless. There's no such time as a perfect moment to like have it like all line up for you, right? There's certainly better times than others, but it's a thing to say is like, the change is coming. You might as well start moving in with it. Like, you must start moving in with it. Start moving with it, rather than sitting here and being like, I'll wait till it's just about to happen and then I'll start going, right? Just to get like a speed boost or something like that. Something silly, right? But it's like, there's no better time to start than like right now, right? There's no perfect time to start, but there's no better time to start than right now. In your future, we got the Knight of Cups at the start and at the end. So I feel like this is like you saying, like we were talking about that ex situation. It's like, maybe that Knight of Cups is like, you've been thinking about that person. You've been thinking about like, I want my Prince Charming. And then this sort of like false Prince Charming is coming in and saying like, hey, let's get back together. It was so good back then. And they're a liar. They're a cheater. They're going to mess with your heart, and you don't want to go down that road again. And if you put them out, you say, no, I'm not dealing with you. Then your actual Prince Charming is going to show up in the future, right? Keep that liar, cheater, stealer out. put in the effort. Be like, I'm going to change. I'm not going to go back to my ex. I'm not going to get suckered in again because I'm better than that and I deserve better than that. And I deserve Prince Charming. I deserve Princess Charming. I deserve the love of my life. I'm not going back and settling for second-rate Jim or Tiffany or whoever that's just screwing me around. I'm going for the proper thing, the real deal. So I like that a lot, Sagittarius. That's all I got for you. Don't go back to your ex, for the love of God. Please don't. And if you want, you can like the video, you can subscribe, you can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this. You get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Sagittarius, in the next video.